So let's try this again. I did like 10 minutes of a video and didn't know I wasn't recording, which I should have looked and paid attention. So hey, my name is John and this is John's Electric Rides. Thanks for joining today. Hopefully we'll be recording at this moment. So I'm in the neighborhood doing an evening stroll on my new to me Aventon Aventure 2. It's a bit unnerving talking to yourself when people are walking around and out and about. So I apologize for the awkward silence. So yeah, to be fair, this is not my neighborhood. This is my in-laws' neighborhood. We came over for supper and I brought my Aventure 2 with me. And they have a nice neighborhood to ride in. Not that I don't, but we were already over here and thought, hey, what the heck? So I'm excited to do this. Beautiful day today. I think it's supposed to rain. You can see some of the clouds. So I want to tell a story while we're riding today. I apologize for the lawn mowers and weed eaters. So, story time. So, I've been looking for an adventure, either a 1, a 2, a 3, anything I can get my hands on. And I was able to find an Adventure 2 off of Facebook Marketplace. And the guy selling it was an older gentleman. And sorry, we got leaf blowers going and all kind of stuff. So this older gentleman was selling, right? And we live in an area that's very musically talented, we'll just say that. And I buy and sell guitars a lot and trade and all that stuff. And so I had a Telecaster for sale. Actually, it wasn't for sale. I was just willing to trade him for it. And so I messaged him and I said, hey, long shot, but hey, I'm taking a chance here. Would you like to trade for an American Fender Stratocaster? No, sorry, it's a Telecaster. And I sent him a picture of it. And he responded back, yes, are you interested? And I was like, yes, I'm very interested. Would you like to know more about this guitar? So he replies, sure. And so we have this back and forth about, how nice it is, it's mint condition, all the good things, right? And we make the deal. He's like, yeah, sure. So I said, I can come by later on this evening. I got to get off work and then I will be on my way. I got to go get the guitar and then I'll be on my way. So keep in mind, he sends me his address. This is all on Messenger, by the way, on Facebook Messenger. And sends me his address. I put it in Maps, and it is an hour and a half away from my work, or actually from my house. And so, well, from my house it was only an hour, but when I was at work it added 30 minutes somehow. Even though I felt like I was closer. Anyway, traffic. We live close to a pretty large metropolitan area, so it, yeah, traffic is so bad. So anyway, we do the deal as far as a marketplace goes. I get off work, I go get the guitar, and he ghosts me pretty much. I get on Facebook Marketplace or on Messenger, and I see where all of his messages were gone. It was really strange. And all of his messages were gone. His profile was gone. And his address, what he sent me, was gone. So I messaged him back and I said, hey man, I don't know what happened here, but I could be on the way if you're still willing to meet. So I thought that was really strange. And so come to find out, I thought he just decided to ghost me. He might have thought I was some kind of scammer or something. So I decided not to say anything else. I was like, well, it is what it is. And so the next morning he messages me, and I'm like, what in the world? So the message says, hey, are you coming? I'm about to leave in 15 minutes. And I was like, well, hey, I meant to message you again. And I told him what happened, and he was like, well, I can see all of your stuff, and I gave you my address already. And I said, well, I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. And it was so weird. I look up, and there it all is. It was so strange. So technology, 0. John, 0 as well. But he's like, yeah, I can still meet today, but make it 5:30. I was like, fine, that's okay. Well, so remember, traffic bad. And it took me an hour and a half to get down there. So it's a really, really nice neighborhood. Very fancy houses and whatnot. Like probably $1 million houses. And I'm like, okay, this is not where I hail from, if you know what I mean. And not that it's bad, nothing's wrong with that. I don't live in $1 million house, let's just say that. And, oh, sorry, lawnmower. So I finally get down there, and hour and a half traffic. It was brutal. And I get out of my truck, and I get the Telecaster out. It's in a case. And I look at the guy and I go, do you do this every day? Talking about traffic. And he goes, no, what do you mean? And I said, the traffic, do you have to be in it all day, every day? And he's like, no, I actually don't work, and I don't have to get in it that much. I said, okay, so, just a small talk. So I get the Telecaster out, and he goes, what you got there? And I thought he was joking with me. I didn't know what to think. And I go, it's the guitar you want to trade for. And he goes, the what? And I said, the Telecaster that I sent you? And you said you would be willing to trade for it? And he said, that's what that was? I said, yeah, that's what that was. And he said, oh man, I'm so sorry. I just thought you didn't mean to send that to me. And I was like, well, no, I did. And he was like, well, I don't have a use for any guitar. I was flabbergasted. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. I just wasted all this time. And I just looked at him and I said, well, sir, sorry to waste your time. I'll get out of your hair. Put it back in my truck, and I left. I was like, well, I guess I'm not getting that bike today. And I didn't. I went home, bikeless. Which is fine. Because I had another one in mind. Another one, the same model. Whew, that was rough. Ouch. So anyway, I had messaged this other guy about his, and he said, yeah, I'm actually in the market for a guitar. So we made the deal happen, and now I have an Aventure 2, and I love it. And I don't know if you can tell, I'm in this gravel parking lot right here. It's the first time I've kind of been off-road, if you will. I'm gonna get over here in this grass. A little bumpy. Ooh, Ooh, we'll see what comes over here. Oh yeah. Oh, this will be a good hill to climb. Of course, obviously, you're not going to be able to see from the... I have a Instant 360 Ace Pro, but it's like a GoPro, you know. You're not going to get to see the steepness of anything. But that's the hill behind me that I'm about to climb, that I just went down. Yeah, so I forgot my... about fell off. I forgot my, what do you call it? Handlebar mount. Imagine that. All right, we're gonna go. I'm in third gear. I'm gonna go up this hill, see what happens. See if I can come out to the side. All right. Whoa! All right. I'm gonna put it on turbo. Here we go. So far, so good. Not a problem. See the sunset? Maybe, I don't know. Beautiful tonight. Ooh. Yowzers, look at that hill. Don't want to go off that. That's a cliff. So anyway, that's the story of how I got my Aventon Aventure 2. What a doozy, right? Pretty crazy. Go back down to eco mode. So this is a really busy neighborhood, and just feel like I'm in the way. That's funny, that's actually the same color truck I have. And I was like, who's driving my truck? Goofball. So this had about 100 and I want to say 80 miles on it, 180. And right now I'm sitting at 203. I don't know if you can see that. I'm on throttle right now. But yeah, I've got the Aventon app going to track my miles. I've actually ridden every night this week. This is my 4th ride. So, like I said, I'm absolutely loving it. So I know it's a bit boring, the ride, and maybe even that story. You're probably asleep if you're still listening. But hey, thanks for watching. Hey, and like and subscribe and watch my other videos. And I really don't have much else to say. I will say this. This has been a long week. It's been a long 2 weeks. I'm a school counselor and we just started school. So it's been a very hectic 2 weeks for me. And being able to get out and ride is just, it's a blessing. And you get to clear your head, you get to be outside, and it's just amazing. So if you're watching this and you don't have an e-bike or have a bike and you're thinking about getting one, don't hesitate. Go ahead and get it. Live a little. They're expensive, no doubt about it, but if you have something very in a like manner or like value, you know, people are willing to trade, as evidenced by what I just did. So, you know, hey, do what you got to do. They're amazing. They're truly amazing, and I love this thing. Oh, here I'm gonna flip the camera over so you can see the sunset. It's gorgeous. This is the kind of stuff you ride for. Look at that. Yeah, I know I'm in the middle of the street, but nobody's coming. I better get over. Gorgeous, gorgeous sunset. Well, all right, like I said, I'm going to end the video now. So, you hear those brakes though? They're a little squawky. I don't know how to say that. Anyway, hey, if you like this kind of content, like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next ride. Be safe out there. Adios.